What is going on, you guys? Sorry that took a little bit. I totally forgot that I scheduled it for the wrong time. Hopefully I'm not peaking. I should be hopefully good. I have to turn myself down, I guess. But no, I am here. Just wanted to do a little chill stream. I've been wanting to do this for a while because I have been so busy. Hey, what's up, John? I've been very busy for the last couple weeks. Actually, for the last couple of months. I have been very busy just working through all these shows and just working through this hectic schedule that I have had to do leading up to what's going to be coming up. And I just cannot believe that we are already here. Like, it is finally time for the fall to begin, and I cannot wait. I know all you guys are excited as well. I have a lot of things to talk about and just look over this year. This year has definitely been like almost to the day that I've started doing YouTube by myself, and it's not necessarily saying it was a bad thing, but it definitely just opened my eyes a lot to a lot of stuff. A lot of stress that was put on me back a year ago was just kind of lifted off. I had a lot more free reign to kind of do whatever I wanted, and got a little bit more free time to just manage stuff like organization wise and everything. And yeah, it was just really great. And to just to go over within a year and just see where the channel is now and where it's hopefully going to be about the next couple months and even leading into next year. I'm very excited. Very excited. Congrats to you, John. Hopefully that all works out very well. Yeah, I have a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to say. Oh my god, I almost had a brain fart for a sec. But recently, I think I've mentioned it before a little bit, and probably not, maybe now, but I'm not really sure. But basically, if you guys aren't familiar with TeePublic, they are a really good marketing site for like merch and everything. They have a lot of really good creators on there and artists on there that take a lot of time to develop their kind of designs and everything. And just really, I would say, like, their designs that they put out, and obviously they're like freelance artists and everything, they do a lot of better work than some of the main kind of stores out there and shops out there that do stuff. And I got a couple shirts that I bought the other day, and I've been waiting to buy these shirts for a while. They are great coming up for the fall, and I will be wearing a lot of them. Just want to show these real quick. First off, it's this great, hopefully it could get on camera, great Mob Psycho t-shirt. Incredible. I can probably turn the mic away. Oh my god. This is like really great design with like, just you have Mob right here, and then the 100% or just infinite 100%, whatever you kind of want to call it, is coming out. And that is just, I love the colors and everything. The colors work really well, especially for a show like Mob Psycho, which is a very colorful show, and I love it. It looks absolutely great. And I'm actually wearing another Mob Psycho t-shirt right now, which I thought it was going to be pink, but instead, like, it came out red, like this nice 100% mob down in the corner. It's really nice. I'll pull up the picture in a moment. Speaking of Mob Psychos, coming out in dub the same day as the sub. That will actually be something I will talk about as well. If you guys didn't see the video that I had come out a couple days ago, I will talk about that again. But no, if this, I mean, I kind of assumed that maybe the dub was going to come out, but I don't think it might come out yet. I know it will, it will come out the same day as the sub is coming out, but I don't think for at least right now, if that's what you're maybe saying. But no, with Crunchyroll and everything, and just how they've already kind of announced everything, a lot of this stuff is going to be simuldub, including with Chainsaw Man. They announced the dub cast for that as well. Still excited for Chainsaw Man no matter what. I will talk about that later. But yeah, just with I'll probably talk about it later. I'll definitely get to it later. But yeah, I have those two Mob Psycho shirts, and I know these last two that I bought are my hero. These two are really nice. I've been wanting these shirts for a while, especially leading up to season 6. Oh my god. This one I will be wearing day one. This coming up Saturday. Kyle McCarley, voice of Mob, will not reprise his role. Yeah. Oh, trust me. I talked about that in the OVA Mob Psycho video that I did a couple days ago. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. That's gonna hopefully this really, really nice like silhouette of Shigaraki and then with Deku. The colors are incredible. Like they're subtle, but I really, really love it. And this was one, like, and just even at the bottom, you can see the fingers and the hands and everything, and the decay. It's an incredible design, and I really, really love it. And it's definitely going to be the shirt that I will be wearing day one for My Hero this coming up Saturday, and I cannot wait. This one is definitely my favorite out of the 4 that I've bought, and I don't know when I'll wear it. I'll probably maybe wear it the second episode. I have a lot of like shirts and everything planned, but this one is nice. This one's very nice. Check this one out. Even though it might be spoilerish, but I already kind of know the look anyway, and I love it. Look at this. This incredible design with Deku and his vigilante look. I've said it before that the vigilante look to Deku is my favorite look in anime so far. Like, I just love how it looks. It looks incredible, and I just can't wait. I can't wait to see it animated. I just really can't. And it's gonna look great. I just cannot wait. Don't know when I'm gonna wear the shirt though. Yeah, those are the shirts that I recently bought from TeePublic. If you guys haven't seen TeePublic, definitely go support them, support all the artists, make sure they get paid as well. But yeah, they do a lot of really, really great shirts, a lot of really great designs that a lot of really like nice, not even only nice designs, but nice like fabric as well. I think those shirts were Bell canvas, I believe. And like you could pay like a little bit extra, but they are worth it. They are so comfortable, and I'd advise you guys to go check out TeePublic. There's so many good designs. I can maybe show you guys some in a little bit. I'm really excited for Bleach and Malik Black. Yeah, Bleach. I definitely will. I don't know if I'm gonna check it out for the channel or not, but Bleach is definitely on my list for at least next year. I know my buddy is so excited for Bleach. He is a very, very big fan of Bleach, and he is so looking forward to the 1,000-year Blood War arc. He's so excited for it. I think he said he's gonna be waiting for the dub, which I can't remember if that's gonna be simul dub as well. I'm not sure, but no matter what, he's excited for Bleach. No matter what, there's so like I really have not seen an anime season like so stacked, and like at least, and I know I've been checking anime out for like at least under 2 years, but just like for everything that I'm gonna be watching and just everything else, it's so stacked. I've been saying that for months. It's so stacked. But yeah, I bet Bleach is definitely gonna be good. Cannot wait to get to it when I get around to it. I believe. Are you ready for My Hero Academia Season 6? Ready would be an understatement. I am hopefully prepared. Even though I kind of say that like over and over, like, oh, I am never usually prepared for going into something as big as this, I feel like I really am prepared. Until the shit gets real. Like, I'm going to be prepared in that moment in the first couple episodes, because like I said, I don't know how the season or the story is going to start out. We know that there is no recap episode. There is no recap episode, and the first episode, they are diving straight into here. They are diving straight into the story. So I just think that the first couple episodes are maybe going to be exposition filled, like building up exposition for the teams, even though Season 5 really only gave us that so much throughout the entire season. I'm just very, very excited to see these two teams, these two groups. I want to see more of the heroes. I'm very, very excited. And I know that for months, and I've been thinking about this for months, my list definitely has kind of changed on who I think will die, because no matter what, at least 1 or 2 people, or maybe even more, are dying. Do I think any of the kids are going to die? I don't think so. at least for right now. And when I mean for right now, I mean for the second part of the war, which we will probably see in the next couple years. I don't think that they'll kill any of the kids off. I'd be absolutely shocked as hell. And if it does happen, you guys will damn sure see my reaction on that. And I don't even know how I will be. But I definitely have some on my list. Originally, I had just the only two people in my mind at the time to think who were going to die was, I think, Gran Torino. Because I think he's probably the safe bet. To think like, oh, he's probably going to die. And the other one was, I mean, honestly, it would be very, very, very sad. And who knows how would they even continue on. I had Aizawa possibly dying. I know it's a crazy prediction, but then again, we're going into a crazy arc, and there's a lot of crazy predictions that you could throw around. But I definitely had Aizawa possibly dying. I wasn't really thinking about any of the other heroes, like Midnight, Mount Lady, Hawks, Endeavor. Who else is on the team? Oh yeah, how could I forget Mirko as well? Very, very excited to see her. We did get to see a little bit of her in Season 5, but you know how Season 5 kind of went. I'm just very, very excited to see her get some shine in this arc. I'm just very, very excited. But no, my list has kind of changed. I could just really honestly see any of the heroes that I just mentioned die. Like honestly, any one of them could die. And when I know that, like, when I've heard, like, people are going to die, it's not necessarily also saying the heroes. Some of the villains could die, too. I don't think any of the League is dying, because I know it's a gigantic, because, I mean, they're called the Paranormal Liberation Warfront, so they are combined now. I could see maybe some of the original Liberation War people getting capped. I could see that. Can't remember the names off the top of my head, but I could definitely see some of them getting capped as well. I mean, Curious got capped in the last season by Toga. But I got my Hero Academia World Heroes Mission Blu-ray from Walmart. Yeah, I got to get my copy eventually. Speaking of World Heroes Mission, I actually just re-watched it again a couple weeks ago with my friend who was really waiting for it to come out. And yeah, re-watching it again, just to like talk about World Heroes Mission real quick, because I did see it in theaters, both sub and dub back to back. It was a very, very good movie. I was really kind of like getting out of the theater. I was just really, really comparing it to Heroes Rising in a lot of ways. Sorry, let me just bring this down a little bit. Bring this down. All right, there we go. We should be good. Sorry, I was peeking a little bit. But when, like, I was just really comparing it to Heroes Rising a lot, and it was just like, because I rewatched both Heroes Rising and World Heroes Mission, and when I really look at those two movies, story-wise, I do really think that World Heroes Mission is better than Heroes Rising story-wise. I could say, like, I could go into a bunch of differences between those two movies, but I'm not going to deny, and still to this day I will say, that Bakugo and Deku versus 9 is without a doubt the best fight in the show, the best animation in the show, and I mean, you could count that not for the series or just like content or whatever. It is the best that has ever been in the show. If you want to count the series, then Overhaul and Deku so far. If Bones does this right, then it will hopefully be Deku and Shigaraki as the best thing in the show. And I've said this a while ago when I did my original trailer reaction for this, I've only seen one panel of this fight. And a bunch of the panels aren't really, I could assume they're really kind of not spoilery unless you see like some actual text, or because just even when I go into it a little bit, because I did finish volumes 24 and 25 of My Hero, which was My Villain Academia. And seeing the anime first and then eventually reading the manga, I have two very different sides to that. And when you like read the manga, and because I'm not a usual like manga reader, I know eventually I'm gonna begin, hopefully gonna begin Tokyo Ghoul, because I've just been so busy that I've just haven't had time to try to even start just everything else. And I'm also trying to watch some other anime like on the side that I might try to finish up. It's just I have a lot going on, and October is not gonna make it any better whatsoever. But no, when just reading MVA, and when you just see the panels, and when you're just trying to grasp, like just trying to visually see and trying to make out what's going on, you can. You really can. You can know what's happening, but you just really don't until you actually see it. And then when I watched when I watched MVA when it debuted last year, I think around this time, it season 5 ended around this time last year. It was just, and I'm not saying like, oh, My Villain Academia isn't my favorite arc. It definitely is up there. There was a lot definitely going on, and when reading the manga of My Villain Academia, they really could have went all out. They really could have. There was obviously the panels are like gore. Like I have it right here. I have 25 right here, and then I have 24. Like the panels are so gory. There's blood all over the place, and like I just wonder if I can go to a specific, like just I just like a specific panel in here, like just even like looking at it again is just crazy. Like all this stuff, like in here, like when it was all like just like all this stuff with Shigaraki and everything. There's a lot of detail in there. There's a lot of detail that was really missed out when they did MVA in the anime, because obviously they were working on the movie, and the animators had to like really split production, which really dampened My Villain Academia as an anime portrayal. And I've said that throughout this entire year, that it could have been so much better. And Bones has a lot on their table this coming up fall. And like we've seen some of the trailers. I've only seen that one trailer. I haven't seen the latest trailer. I have heard the music, because that's all I really wanted to hear. The music is pretty solid so far. I just want to hear it fully released, and then I want to hear the ending as well. So far, what I think of the opening, it's not bad. I'm not saying it's like bad, or I'm not saying it's great. I still prefer Polaris as my favorite opening, one of my favorites. That and The Day is still up there as well. How can you pass up The Day? But no, it's pretty good so far, and yeah, it should be very good. Speaking of manga, Justin Briner, the voice of Deku, reads the. I could assume that he reads the manga. Honestly, if I was voicing a character, I would really read the manga as well. Because even though you are doing an anime portrayal, but you could just add in those kind of traits to the character. Even though it's probably maybe not going to be shown in the anime, you could just add those like kind of little subtle references to the character that that's not going to be in there. You could just kind of pay tribute to the manga a little bit. It's just really kind of overall like that. So I could definitely see Briner and just any other voice actor, if I was voicing a anime character, reading the manga and just getting more material on the character. It betters his performance as well. So that's very good for Briner. I really, really like that. I've put that out in the community tab. I put it out on Twitter. So far, still, the dub looks like it's probably going to come out 2 weeks from now. Like how so far it's usually been. I don't think it's going to be the same day, even though I've heard so many things. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens on Saturday. So far right now, I am going to be watching the sub for My Hero this year. And like I don't really care which one I watch, either dub, sub, it really doesn't matter. The only thing that does matter is which one just comes out first. And I've said that it's also due to YouTube as well, and their algorithm and how they do things. Because we were doing the dub last year too, and it just depends on YouTube. I don't want to really go into that much with the algorithm and everything, but being a YouTuber and just making sure that you get your content out the quickest and just out there first, and just trying to grab I really don't kind of know how to just say it, but just really just kind of get your content out there first and making sure that it hits the algorithm first. So that's just, I mean, it could go for literally anybody, but it is what it is. So no matter what, yeah, that sucks. I will wait for the dub to come out. A lot of people are going to be waiting for the dub, which, I mean, it's only 2 weeks, so just really whatever. I'm just doing it for YouTube's sake. Really, honestly. Like, I wish I could just wait for the dub, but it's not even only with YouTube. It's just like, I want to see this first. It's like, we're finally here. The war is here. And I could go into a bunch of different things. Like, one, I don't want to be spoiled, especially with this up-and-coming arc. That I've just heard from so many people. Like, the manga is still recuperating, like, from it. Like, the manga is still trying to, like, some of the characters in there are still, like, recuperating from the first part of the war. So I'm just very, very excited to see this firsthand. And I just don't want to get spoiled. I just want to see this first. And I don't, like, there's a bunch of ways to get spoiled out there. The only thing I really have is Twitter. And that's, like, Twitter. I mean, I have muted words, but just somehow, some way, people could just still spoil stuff out there. I don't have TikTok, thank God. Because TikTok can spoil it as well. A lot. Like, I know a lot of people that have TikTok, and it's just not good for them either. But no, that's just where I stand with it. And I know some people are just like, they're gonna check out the dub and then just come back to watch the video, because I mean, it's only probably gonna be a 2-3 week kind of delay. So with all you guys, just watch it the best way you can and however you guys want it. No matter what, we're still watching it's just a really anticipated season. Hopefully that Bones knocks it out of the park. So whichever way you guys want to watch it, just please go watch it and just enjoy it. Just really enjoy it. We're finally here. We've waited so long for this arc. We waited so long for the fall to get here. I've been talking about the fall for months. I'm just very, very excited, and I just cannot wait for the content. That means you excited for this. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Sonny? I don't know if you're here right now, but hey, man, what's going on? I don't know if you saw my Discord from the other day, but I know you're probably busy. But yeah, just so excited that we're finally here. When the first video, because like I said, I'm hopefully going to have it come out on Saturday. I don't know how early or just anything. I know I'm going to have to get my ass up when 5:30 a.m. hits. I don't think I'm doing it at 5:30. I know a lot of people honestly are probably staying up to watch it. I don't think I'm going to do that because I have some people in my house that actually sleep. And depending on what the hell happens in the first episode, I don't really know. But, yeah, I got Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 Blu-ray. That's good. I don't think there was anything different with the anime. I don't really know. But good job for you. If you haven't seen Tokyo Ghoul, definitely check it out. It's pretty cool. At least Season 1. Season 1 did a pretty decent portrayal, and I'll talk about that in a little bit as I talk about all the anime that I've seen this year. I've definitely seen a lot of shows this year. I've had a lot of moments on this channel, and just it's been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy. My just outlook on anime has changed, and just so many shows and so many stories that I've seen so far. It's just really, really cool. Speaking of the last thing with My Hero, because I want to start talking about some other stuff. I will have something kind of special. I know it's going to be subtle, but I'm going to have something kind of special in the beginning of the first episode of My Hero Season 6 when it comes out this Saturday. I would say it's kind of like a little bit of a tribute, but it's just really, I just had it in my mind, and just I wanted to do something special to cater to the journey that I have had. And if most of you don't know, or if you guys will see this, My Hero Academia was the first anime that I was introduced to. Actually, you know what? Really, it was One Punch. But One Punch, I didn't kind of carry to, at least at the time, I didn't really finish it. I think I was only like into 3 episodes with One Punch. But My Hero was the very first one that really gravitated me towards anime and just what I've been missing. Just really what I have been missing. The dub for Tokyo Ghoul is good. You couldn't have reacted to it. I could have done either or. I think I remember seeing the first episode of Tokyo Ghoul in dub, but I think that was like in a different situation. I really can't remember. Like I said, it's just however. I mean, some people prefer the dub, some people prefer the sub. I thought that the sub was pretty good. Some of the subs that I have been checking out a lot of subs. Which, I mean, they've been really, really good. I think the only ones, and I've also checked out a lot of dubs this year, too. I've been kind of really, really split. I've checked out dubs for Death Note, obviously Mob Psycho. I've done One Punch. So it's just how I've really, like, I've just, how I just kind of, well, what am I trying to say? Just really, I mean, I read it. No, I'm kidding. But no, I've just asked a lot of people and just seeing what the kind of like Reddit posts and just what everybody just kind of prefers a little bit. Just really, that's really all it is. No matter what, is just checking out the show. And if I'm getting satisfied about the show, that's really all that matters. But, so a lot of things to talk about. Yeah, I've said that I have read the My Villain Academia manga. I do want to get, and I think I'll hopefully be going Thursday to the bookstore. Hopefully, I want to get volume 23 because there were some early parts of My Villain Academia that are in that volume that I want to look at. I think some of that will also talk about, or I think that was switched. I think the stuff with Shirakumo, and Aizawa and President Mike, I don't know where that was. I think it was in 23, I believe. I'm not sure. I think it was either in 23 or maybe 26. I'm not sure. Have I watched Blind Wave? Yeah, I was definitely a fan of them a while ago, for the past couple years. Blind Waves are really, really good. Just group of guys. They're very, very hilarious. They do a lot of really, really great content. I know they have a lot of people working on their content, making sure it comes out, making sure it's really, really good. If you guys already support Blind Wave, keep supporting them. They're really, really good. Try to get them to 1 million subscribers. I think they're probably around 750K, I believe. And they just have, I mean, they're insane with their content and just the amount of content that they come out with and everything that they are doing. I know they have a lot of people working behind the scenes, so definitely keep on supporting them. And also, not even only with Blind Wave, but a lot of other really like reactors out there. There's so many. I mean, it's just, however, just support all of them. That's just really what I want to say. Support all of them. We're all checking out amazing content. We're all creating memories with this content and with these shows, and we're building. Just with how I did this year with Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho really, really, really surprised me on just it really, really surprised me. That's really just all I could say. Mob Psycho is honestly, it's my favorite anime. I could definitely say that it's my favorite anime that I've checked out right now. I'm still finishing Naruto. I'm still trying to finish it. Trust me, I am. I can't remember where I'm at. I think I'm almost at the part where Sasuke and Naruto are about to meet up again. I'm literally right at that part. But yeah, I still have Shippuden to finish off. I still have the Pain arc, and I just have everything else. Hopefully, I was trying to get to the Blood Ninja War arc, or the Ninja Blood War arc, whatever it's called. Hopefully before My Hero was going to come out. I was going to try to get to it, but just I had life things and just everything else, job and everything else, and just what I was doing. But there's still so much content that I'm going to be doing, and just we're at a point right now that it's about to get crazy, and it's about to get absolutely insane, and I just have so much to go on with. But if you guys are still watching the stream or plan on watching it, and just everything else that is coming out in the fall, make sure to like, subscribe on this video, and also make sure to follow the community tab with all the announcements I will be having coming out eventually in the next couple weeks, because it's just going to be absolutely insane. There's going to be so many videos coming out, so much that I'm going to have to just be on top of. I will be finishing Tokyo Revengers, I believe, next week. The last week of Tokyo Revengers will be out next week, and Tokyo Revengers is another one that I'm very, very surprised at as well. Cannot wait for their season 2 to come out in January. Really, honestly, had a good time to get into it before all the fall stuff, and just to get into it when it comes out in the winter. But yeah, really, really quick. It's not really a plug, but I also just want to show you guys this because I really just wanted to. When we switch over to this, I want to show you guys some TeePublic designs. I just want to kind of go over, see if there's like maybe any new ones. I'm always looking at kind of new designs and just kind of new t-shirts that really just kind of pique my intrigue. Let's see, let's make sure to open this. Even with like right here, Mob Psycho, there's a lot of really, really cool designs. Like obviously this one right here, you get a better, I know the colors are different, when looking at the shirt, but it's because this is a more of a dark blue than a lavender kind of color. But I really do like this. This is really cool. Did you know that Funimation merged with Crunchyroll? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Like even this one is very good. I love the Body Improvement Club. Maybe I'll get that one eventually. There's so many good ones. The colors are great. This one I was maybe gonna buy. Probably I'll maybe still put it on the list. It's really good. I have no idea why the chat box is like that. I have absolutely no idea why it's like that. I am definitely gonna change that. My goodness, why in the world is it like that? I just really have to shrink down the okay. Jesus, why was it like that? Probably because I think the last time that I streamed, I had issues with that. Hopefully... Okay, let's just move that down. There we go. Hopefully that should be better. But, yeah, I'm probably going to put this on the list as well. I really do love this one. I thought my cursor was on here, but I guess not. This one right here, I am still debating if I'm going to get this on a t-shirt or if I'm going to get it as a poster or just like as something. Because this is gorgeous. If I can probably brighten this up, like, or at least go to this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. And what is it? Artwork? Artwork. Sorry if I don't know how to pronounce that. But yeah, this one is just beautiful with the colors and everything. Honestly, I might have to maybe get both. I'd love to get this as a shirt and a poster. You could also find a lot of these designs on display as well. That's not a plug, but it's just another really good website that you guys maybe have heard of, where it's like metal posters and just metal frame artwork. That's very nice. And I know that eventually I will be getting some eventually whenever I get the chance. But this one I might definitely just... This one is beautiful. I love the colors. I love the 100% or infinite 100% look. It looks really nice. But Mob Psycho has a lot of really nice designs. This one kind of looks new. I really like that. This one was the one that I bought. It originally it looked pink, but when I got it, it was red. I don't have a problem with that. There's just a little bit because they're working with so many colors. Some of the colors may not be the same, which, I mean, no matter what, as long as the design and as long as the print is good, I guess that's really all that matters. But this one is nice. There's just, like, with a show like Mob Psycho, you can really go absolutely insane with the designs and everything. The designs are so great. Cannot wait for Season 3. I believe next Wednesday we'll begin it. This dimple one's nice. I love that. I love this one. This one I do have on my list as well. This one is so good. Just a little bit of there. And go with My Hero as the last one, because My Hero is... They definitely have a lot of new ones, especially leading up to Season 6. There's like a lot of nice, colorful ones. I only go for like certain My Hero ones. This one's kind of nice. I like that. Get it as a navy. Usually with my shirts, I really only get like black for them. Like, I know I've gotten like, I haven't gotten any white, but I've gotten a couple gray. That kind of maybe messes up the more times you wash it. It kind of maybe messes up the design a little bit. Not the first couple times you wash it, but just as time goes. But the black really holds the design up, so it's really nice. This one's cool. There's so many nice ones with My Hero. It really, like, there's over 50 pages of My Hero designs. It's very good. Like, even just like subtle ones right here. Like, there's a couple dark deco. This Lemillion one is so nice. Just like, look how creative these guys get with these designs. They're just so good. Just making it look like a comic. I just really love that. And here's the design that I just showed earlier. Oh, wow. I just saw... Wow, look at that. That freaking, the Dragon Ball one looks sick. That's kind of nice. But this one is... They have another another kind of color set. I know that for sure. They have a Mirko shirt. That's pretty nice. This one's nice. Just a lot of these are nice. This one right here, a lot of the dark deku. Also, I wonder how this looks on a black t-shirt. I'm curious. It looks pretty solid. There's some designs which I'll definitely go with for the dark deku. The one that I just picked was so good. I wonder if I type in dark deku. Let's see. Or if maybe they're probably going to show maybe some different designs, but regardless, this site is very, very good. If you guys haven't had the chance to check it out, go check it out. Buy yourself some shirts, buy yourself some merch, so you guys could be very, very excited. You could be rocking all kinds of merch, whether it be My Hero or Mob Psycho for this coming up fall. And yeah, I cannot wait. Let me get a drink real quick. Goodness. You know that Spy Family has an English dub? Yeah. I've known that, like, Spy Family and even with Tokyo Revengers, because I'm watching the show right now, I've compared some of the scenes that are honestly one of, like, some of my favorite scenes that are in the show to the dub. Some of... It's not even only the performance, and I'm not rocking the actors at all. I do think some of the line dialogue was it was changed, and I didn't really like that. And one of the scenes that I'm talking about is the scene where, spoiler alert, I'm saying this right now, if you have not seen Tokyo Revengers yet, I'm saying this right now before I get into it, or if you guys have been keeping up with me, I guess. But before Hina dies from the explosion in the car. And when Hanagaki goes to hug her, and he's like, no matter past, present, future, it doesn't really matter. I've always loved you. That one line and the reaction from Hina in that scene when I first saw it really almost made it really almost made me tear up. That scene hit so well with that line in general. I can't remember what the line was in the dub. I could say that it was definitely different, and it really did not make any sense. I'm trying to think of it, and I really just can't remember. I just can't. But yeah, it's like there's probably some moments in the dub that are very, very good. I just really, really love the sub. I've been rocking with the sub, and just even for me doing season 2 when it's coming up, I just want to watch the sub, and I can just eventually get into it. But yeah, with Spy Family's dub, I bet it's pretty good. The one thing that the one thing that I don't like about the dub in Spy Family is one of my favorite things that is actually in the sub of the show, and is without a doubt the best part of the show, and that's Anya's voice actress. Because the difference between Anya in the sub and the dub is when you have the sub actress, she sounds like she's a 6-year-old girl. Like she portrays her so well. She's absolutely adorable, and I love every moment that she is on screen. When you watch the dub actress for Anya, and I know who the actress is, and this is also another reason why I just cannot get behind just hearing her, and I just don't see okay, that is not a 6-year-old girl I'm seeing on screen, because she is the voice of La Brava from My Hero, and I just remember that voice. Originally, I didn't know what it was, but it was on the tip of my tongue when trying to find out who that actress was and what that voice was. But no, it was La Brava, and I bet she does a really, really good job, but just from my taste, I really, really love the sub. I love Anya's voice in the sub, and it's just absolutely great to see it. So, like I said, because I know, John, I think you're probably a really, really, really big dub watcher, which, great for you. No matter what, like I said, no matter what, dub, sub, doesn't matter. At least you are watching these shows and you are finding enjoyment in these shows, and that's all that matter, because you're watching the story, you're watching it for the story. You are watching and experiencing these really great told stories with these amazing characters. No matter if it's sub, dub, does not matter. You are watching it for these guys. So I really, really love that. And also just manga as well. You can also just go out, read the manga as well. No matter what, you were just doing the story. English is my native language. No, yeah, I could bet that. There's also like, cause I have a lot of friends that watch dub as well. The one that I was showing My Hero to earlier this year. He just can't follow subtitles that much, or that fast, which is reasonable. That's a lot, even with my aunt, who's a very, very, very big anime fan. Her early kind of anime days, she was and she still is a very, very big fan of Yu Yu Hakusho, and what was it? God. Oh my God! What? She's a fan of Food Wars as well. Like she's a fan of other anime as well, but just with her, she just can't follow subtitles that quick. Which some people are able to, some people cannot. So it's just whatever. So it just really doesn't matter. Just whichever way you are able to watch it is really it. But really, really quick. Yeah, I just wanted to go over all that TeePublic stuff. Now I will just be going through the list that I've kind of done for this year, the list of anime that I've done this year, and just go over them, what I've thought about them months down the line. Will I maybe continuing on checking them out? I'm not really sure. But yeah, I know there's definitely been some that I've checked out this year. I won't start with the fall stuff first. I will leave that for the end. But I will go into kind of in a list so far. I know even when setting up the stream last night, I totally forgot to kind of put this in there. But I forgot Demon Slayer. I forgot to put Demon Slayer in this stream. And, I mean, will I be continuing Demon Slayer? Absolutely. Absolutely I'll be continuing Demon Slayer. There was no doubt about it. Demon Slayer, and even next, I'll go into a question that somebody asked me from earlier on in one of the comments in the short. Demon Slayer is one of the best anime of this year, with their season and just everything else. Tengen and Gyutaro absolutely tore the house down. Ufotable did an incredible job at animating that. The story was really, really good. Even in the back, you can kind of maybe see it a little tiny bit. It's on the far right here, right where my thumb is. I have the Tengen statue because I know I have a lot of Hashira to experience and get to know more about their characters and everything else, and especially in Season 3 as well. Tengen, I love somebody that was as flamboyant as Tengen. He was so, quote-unquote, flashy, and he was just such a great character to watch on screen. He had such a, really, really cool power. And just every time he was on screen, it was just great to see him. The fight with him and Gyutaro is without a doubt one of the best fights of this year, possibly maybe second, hopefully Deku versus Shigaraki, depending on how they do stuff. But no, I absolutely loved it. And I talk about a lot with Tengen and Gyutaro, and some people probably think oh, I'm overlooking Tanjiro. I am definitely not overlooking Tanjiro. Tanjiro is besides Tengen, he was the best part of that season. Tanjiro had such an amazing character development with him. He had such great character development, and even with hopefully in the future learning more about sun breathing, because I think he managed to unlock it a little bit. I can't really remember because it's been since February or March since I've watched it. I think probably since February. That there's so much with this character. I'm excited to see where the story goes. And yeah, it's great. I love Demon Slayer. It's definitely in my top 5 with anime that I have seen so far. I was maybe kind of debating on saying what my top 10 is, but I want to kind of wait till the end of this year to maybe do my top 10. Because like I said, we got Chainsaw Man coming up in the next 2 weeks. And I've heard so much about Chainsaw Man, and that's not necessarily saying story-wise. I've heard that the story for this is so incredible for people that have read the manga. This story, if you thought oh, Death Note or anything else that has twisted you in a story before, you have no idea what you were in store for with Chainsaw Man. I'm very, very excited. I know that the premise a little bit when I first read it, he has a demon or a devil named Pochita, and I think he eventually dies and he makes a deal or something. It's kind of because I know I'm still kind of new into anime, but other people can kind of agree that like some of the other animes out there dealing with a devil or some other entity that the main protagonist has to make a deal with, and they become this alter like ego or this alternate character or something, was kind of like other kind of shonen animes that are already out there. And I don't want to compare it to that. I know that some other people have said it kind of like that, like, oh, it kind of sounds the same, and I don't want to bash it, and da. But no, I'm very, very looking forward to Chainsaw Man. I cannot wait for the sub to come out in the next couple weeks. And yeah, I'm very, very excited. Just very, very excited for Chainsaw. But ending off with Demon Slayer, very, very excited. Season 3, I hopefully think they haven't announced anything yet. And I think that it's maybe going to come around the spring. That was my original thought. I think it was maybe going to come around the spring, right around when maybe AOT is going to come out. But AOT still doesn't know when it's going to come out yet. A lot of the animes that have been announced, or like that have been announced, or just have been announced in general, have kind of nothing yet. We really haven't gotten anything yet. I know for AOT, I think they're going to be having an event, I think in the next month or two. Can't remember what it is, but no, I think they're hopefully probably going to be announcing something soon. I swear AOT has to be coming out in April. I mean, it's only 4 episodes. It's 4 1-hour-long episodes that I think that they said last time, but not sure if they're going to change it or not. Honestly, in my opinion, they should have made it a movie. They really should have. I know it would have definitely been a very, very long movie, but I don't really care. I would have stayed in my seat for that. I really would have. And you would have made so much money. You would have made so much money. You would have got a bigger reaction out of the fans. You would have got a bigger atmosphere with just watching it with other fans and just seeing the story conclude. I think that would have been one hell of a way to go out. But I could see I could see it being for other reasons why you would still want to continue it as a series for Crunchyroll or whatever. I could just probably see that. Ugh. But minus Demon Slayer going off number 1, the first one I will be talking about a little bit sudden. Gonna be talking about Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul was obviously one you guys voted for. Was definitely one that I've heard about a lot, and even still with the most recent I think the last episode of Tokyo Ghoul was a very, very big following. Thank you all that subscribed to that video alone, and from any of the other Tokyo Ghoul videos, thank you guys very, very much. But with Tokyo Ghoul, I thought that it was a good anime. I'm just obviously talking about season 1. It was a very, very good anime. Did I think there could have been more? Obviously, yes. But yeah, just overall for season 1, I think it was very, very good. And there just could have been so much more. The animation was really, really solid. The story was simple. The story was definitely simple, and for season 1 to leave me like, leaving the main character where he kind of needs to be and where you kind of know him from like promo art and everything, that was really, really good. That was a good place to stop at. That was very good, and hopefully I will start reading the manga eventually. And yeah, Tokyo Ghoul still really, really good anime that you guys chose, and yeah, just cannot wait to see more in the future. Or eventually read on it in the future. I've heard rumblings about a possible remake for this show. If it does happen, I might be interested. I don't really know. We'll just have to see if that will eventually happen or if it comes around to it. Who knows? This show may be picked up by Netflix. I don't really know. Netflix has really been doing a really, really good job. And I've been hearing, because I think it came out probably this week or last week, I heard about a cyberpunk anime that they recently came out with. Now, I tried to play Cyberpunk. I didn't play much of it, but I tried to get into the game, and I know it's just been a while. But no, they've released an anime, which I've heard is very, very, very good. And I think it's by Studio Trigger, I believe. What does Studio Trigger do? I can't really remember. I know what Studio Trigger is. I just haven't remembered what other anime that they've done. Kill la Kill. So yeah, Cyberpunk Edge Runners is the anime name. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Will I? Because I know probably other people are probably just gonna be like in the comments, oh, will I check it out? I'm not sure. I already have so much kind of on my plate now. There's already so much that I still have on my list that I am going to check out. One of them being Assassination Classroom. I have been wanting to react to that anime for going on 2 years. The problem is I haven't had anywhere to fit it in. I just haven't had anywhere to fit it in. I know you guys are wanting me to do Assassination Classroom. I know Sunny definitely wants me to do it as well. And yeah, I hopefully will do it. Now knowing that Chainsaw Man will be 12 episodes, only 12 episodes, and will probably be just lasting till January, I will, if I'm able to squeeze it in, I will try to do Assassination Classroom in January. I will try to, because I think only in January we'll still have My Hero, and obviously in January we will have Tokyo Revengers. I believe Chainsaw Man and Mob Psycho are the only 2 anime that are going to be ending around in January, or at least before January. Which, because I think Chainsaw Man is 12 episodes, and Mob Psycho, I think they said, I believe, is 13. If I'm wrong, then I'm sorry. I've already watched Assassination Classroom. I bet it's great. I can't wait to check it out, because I've heard a lot about it, and I just cannot wait to check it out eventually. I know that they have 2 seasons. It's just like the only problem is I just haven't been able to fit it in anywhere, because I've just had so much else. I think it was either between Assassination Classroom and One Punch. That was very, very, very close in the poll when I was originally doing it back in the summer. Those 2 were neck and neck, almost probably by like 5 or 10% between those 2 animes. And eventually One Punch ended up winning. And yeah, speaking of One Punch, where is it? Speaking of One Punch, oh my god, this anime was great. This anime was great. And even going into like season 2, thank god I watched it with the motion blur off, because it just made the show hell of a lot better. The introduction with Garo and him, basically, I wouldn't say him, because a lot of people are saying that, oh, he carried season 2 and everything. I wouldn't necessarily say that. He was definitely the best part of season 2. I could definitely say he was definitely the best part. Do I think he carried the season? Kind of not. There was a lot of other characters that really did kind of shine. It's like, I mean, Genos was still great. Genos is still, I would say, my favorite character in the show, for not only just his drive and determination, but with his animation is the best part of the show. He has the best animation in the show. He has better animation. I think probably the closest to him is probably Garo, because Garo is freaking nuts. And then we just saw at eventually at the end of season 2 that Garo was taking on Genos, and it was a freaking dream fight of mine. I didn't think that I would ever get the chance to hopefully see these 2 battle, at least for right now. Possibly maybe in the future, I definitely could have saw it, but just at least to just get a sparring match between these 2, which definitely could have went on a lot. Genos really could have beat him, because these 2 would have just went neck and neck. It would have just been exactly how Genos and, God, I can't remember his name. God, he's right. He's right. He's right in the middle. I can't remember his name. Damn it, I can't remember his name. But just basically what I'm saying is Genos and Garo's just could have went on for so long. And I am really, really excited for season 3 coming out next year. Don't know when it's going to come out, obviously, but hopefully they will announce something maybe within the next couple months. I thought I heard something like maybe One Punch was going to do an announcement maybe next month or in the next 2 months. That and AOT, they were hopefully going to be maybe doing announcements. So I'm not really sure. But, yeah, just very, very excited to continue on with this anime. This anime was very, very good. The character of Saitama, very, very, very good to get behind. He had such an amazing story, and I'm excited to see it continue. And even with, like, in Season 2, when he was thinking, like, oh, I just don't have kind of any more to kind of go on, he feels like he already kind of has done everything. But no, you have so much more to do. There's so much more that you could do to benefit society and just everything else. It's just basically like he thought that he already accomplished his goal, or he thought that he couldn't really, quote unquote, surpass it. But no, with, I think, maybe not. But no, just really with the character of Saitama, can't wait to see his story progress. And eventually, when we get to Saitama versus Garo, like an actual fight, it is going to be beautiful if the original studio comes back to do it, which I believe was Madhouse. So Madhouse needs to come back to this. Thing. We do know that the original studio is not going to be coming on to do this season. So I'm just curious on who is going to take this on. Any other probably studio could do this. They really could. We could have MAPPA. We could have Bones. We could, like, the same studio that does Mob Psycho. We really don't know. I'm just hopefully that they really, really redeem this show and redeem this season, because it sure as hell deserves it. It really, really does. And I'm excited to see all these characters just get more shine. So many more moments to just come, and I just cannot wait. One Punch was definitely a really, really good anime that I had a lot of fun reacting to. So many great moments, so many great fight moments, and I just cannot wait to see Season 3 come around. But, what is it? This one. And I know, Sunny, if you get to this part, or if you eventually come back to the stream, you had a lot of fun with me reacting to this anime. You had a lot of fun, and I did too. It is in my top 5. Death Note. Death Note was the one that I wanted to react to a long time, or for a long time. Actually, just give me 1 second to just take off this hoodie real quick. A little bit getting hot in here. We're getting to the heated animes now. But, with Death Note, I was really not prepared for this. I really was not prepared for Death Note. Death Note was such a roller coaster. It was such an emotional roller coaster that anybody watching this show will be on throughout, with Light Yagami, with L, just with every character in here, especially even with Misa as well. Like, Misa, really, really surprised just now looking back on it now how much her character did, and just, yeah. But no, with Death Note, seeing the character of Light Yagami and just seeing him do everything, he's up there, like, probably top 5 protagonists with me. Definitely. Light Yagami is something else. Like, Light was on a whole nother level that L just kept keeping up with him. That's really, really it. You have a character that's on an entirely different level, but you have another character that they're just both trying to surpass each other. They're both trying to one-up each other. And it was just a really, really good back and forth between these two characters. I've never seen two characters really bounce off each other so well like these two characters did. And I know a lot of people are probably asking me, oh, what did you think about the second part after what eventually happened? What did I think about the second part with Mello and with Nier? Because I knew what I was going to say, but I just have a lot of other people like that have asked me, like, oh, or not have asked me, that have told me, like, oh, Nier cheated and just everything else. Here's my statement on it. Number one, did I like the second part of Death Note? Yes, I liked it. I thought it was very, very enjoyable. You can even go back to my videos that I've done on Death Note, and I've said that, like, I really liked it. I had a lot of fun reacting to the entire show as a whole, Mello had a lot of potential with that character, and I know that there's probably more of him in the manga as well, him and Nier. I did like what Mello was doing, how he was presenting himself more as an antagonist, and how of a crazy mother lover he was, just strategically and everything, because he was an arsonist. But Mello was really good. Nier was all right. I know he was like basically L 2.0, but I love the ending with those two characters and everything, and with Nier and Mello, and just how, because I'm trying to say this without spoiling and everything, but with Nier and Mello, I love the symbolism that happened with those two characters, and just them, just how they did with L. Like, if you guys know what I'm talking about, hopefully I'm just trying not to spoil it, but basically just what I'm trying to say is just I love what they did with those two characters in the end. And yeah, did Nier cheat? Yes, he did, but he had to. You really had to cheat, and I know it messed up Light, but he had to do what he had to do. And do I blame him? Kind of not, because did he have to do something dirty in order to take down the big bad? If he had to do it, then he had to do it. Like I said, he was dealing with an unstoppable force like Light. Like, this dude had, he was literally the game of chess itself. Like, everybody thought that they could, and even L and his entire team thought that he could really upstage Light in every single moment that they tried, and they just could not, because Light literally had a plan for everything. And that was one of the number one things that I loved about the show, loved seeing with the Light character. And yeah, it was just a really, really amazing anime. I know it's on Netflix, I believe, still. I think that they're eventually going to be taking it off, but I know there's a lot of places that you can watch Death Note. If you guys have not watched Death Note, or if you guys know anybody else that has not seen it, go check it out. You guys are going to be on for one hell of a ride. You guys are going to love it. What did I think about the dub for Death Note? The dub was solid. The dub was really, really good. I think back then, the only reason why I chose to do the dub was that probably doing the sub, I could not probably get everything that was going on. And once I was trying to decide, because I didn't have a problem maybe checking out sub or dub, but just the one thing that everybody just kept saying was that this show was very probably hard to keep up with if you are doing the sub, which is everything else that's going on. And once I saw, like, other people, it's like, oh, I watched the dub, and it was really good to keep up with it and everything. And once I eventually watched the first episode, I was just like, yeah, I could do this. And the first episode just really hooked me, and then just those first couple episodes, and then when we eventually saw L, and just, the show really just grabbed me from the get-go. And then when I saw Misa, and when I could kind of just from the first episode, because I had a friend, or I had a coworker that her favorite anime was Death Note, and I would talk with her all the time, each time when I would see an episode of Death Note, and just what I think of this character, what are my predictions for maybe the future and everything. Her favorite character is Misa from that show. She loves Light, but she loves Misa, and I can maybe get why, because Misa was so much fun. Like, I wasn't really expecting that from that character. Just the first thing I could maybe see, like, just thinking, just automatically off the back, once I saw that character, I thought that character was possibly going to be on the verge of being annoying, which really could have kind of dampened the anime a little bit. Just imagining if Misa was really just that annoying. I'm going to try not to... Sorry, my chat's a little bit delayed, but I now got everything. What up, Key Super 205? Thank you for joining the stream. Hopefully, maybe it will come back. Have I watched Rent a Girlfriend? No. And I'm really debating on maybe doing that for the channel or not. I know that they, I believe, have already had a Season 3 come out, or it eventually will be coming out. I'm not sure. Trying to just keeping up with a lot of stuff right now. But I know about Rent a Girlfriend, and I'm curious if I'm maybe going to do it. But have I seen it? No, I have not seen it. So maybe I'll eventually check it out. I don't really know. Getting back to Misa, yeah, she could have been definitely on the verge of being annoying. And it definitely would have made me very, very irritated because even from the beginning, and what I've said between Light and Misa, it was a Joker and Harley Quinn dynamic. Not even only did she look like Harley Quinn, but you just had the dynamic where Light did not give a shit about Misa. He did not. He did not care about Misa whatsoever. But no, just with everything with that character, and with her even doing stuff as well. Like she was like with one of those guys being Kira at that moment when I believe it was Light, when it was all part of Light's plan. It was one of those moments, if you've seen the show, she was in the car with the dude, and she was basically just trying to get answers out of him, or basically trying to have him confess that he is Kira. She put herself in danger. But just like how Light, she had a plan, which is really good. I love that that character was learning, and that character was just, it's just more character development with her. It was very, very good. But I said since day one that I think that she's probably going to be the next one to die. And I'd be really shocked if she makes it out of this show alive. Now, granted, do I want to say that or not? No, I don't think I'm going to say that. Because, like I said, I don't want to get into spoilers. And eventually, when I finished the show, I didn't know what actually happened with Misa. But then I found out, like, with people telling me in the comments and just eventually looking it up, what actually happened. And yeah, that's all I'm going to really kind of leave it at. But yeah, Death Note, great that I got to finally react to it this year, way back in March and February. I think I had this and Demon Slayer going on around that time, so it was very, very good. Have you watched I'm Quitting Heroing? No, I don't think so. I don't think I've heard about that anime, or that title is probably good, or not good. Trying to think about it now. I don't think I know that anime. Maybe actually, let me look it up real quick. On Prime. Oh, this one looks interesting. I have not seen it, but once again, add it to the list. Add it to the list. Like I said, there's so much anime that I have to check out. I'm just so excited to just check out all of it. Check out so many amazing stories and characters. I'm just so excited. But yeah, if you didn't hear my answer from earlier, I have not watched either I'm Quitting Heroing or Rent a Girlfriend. But I know definitely I will have to add it on the list. But yeah, getting out of Death Note. Next one, and I know I'm still reacting to it now, and I will eventually be finishing it up. I believe next week. Tokyo Revengers, man. This show surprised me a lot. And it's not necessarily saying, like, going into it, like, oh, didn't think it was going to be good. I knew it was going to be good. Especially from a lot of the people in the comments just telling me, like, or just even the following that were telling me to check it out. And with even my friend Sean, just... like, this is why probably top 5 anime for him. It's definitely up there that he told me that was really, really good. But no, Tokyo Revengers, really quick, I have seen, because I think the video will hopefully be coming out tomorrow. I have seen episodes 19 and 20, which, if you don't know, or if you've been keeping up with my Tokyo Revengers videos, we are getting into the Valhalla versus Tomon fight. Like, we are getting into all that. So I have seen the first 2 episodes of that. I am very excited to see the last 4 episodes. I'm very, very excited. What have I thought about Tokyo Revengers? Tokyo Revengers is definitely in my top 10. I could say that without a doubt. The characters in here just... I wouldn't say feel so real, but just like... it's one of those things with me personally, because I know there's so many anime out there, and just how... just what, like, oh, do people prefer isekai anime, or do they prefer slice of life or romance, or just any kind of like anything else? I really love down to earth animes, and just how kind of, I mean, you can kind of maybe say like slice of life basically, but I love animes that like really just cater to certain people and just really relate. That's how, like, kind of Mob Psycho really kind of dug deep into me is because the character of Mob was so relatable to me in so many ways, and I just loved it. And I'll go into Mob Psycho later. But the character of Hanagaki, I could really see a little bit of myself in Hanagaki a little bit in some aspects. Have you watched Classroom of the Elite or Devil is a Part-Timer? No, I have not. But Classroom of the Elite, I know I've been hearing a lot about, and their season 3 just got announced. Definitely could be in when... So probably maybe thinking maybe next fall or next winter that season could be coming out. I can tell you right now, Classroom of the Elite is definitely on my list for next year for the anime that I will be reacting to. Once season 3 comes around, I will make sure, because I'll kind of do what I'm doing with Tokyo Rangers right now, is reacting to the first couple seasons to get ready for the next up-and-coming season. So that is probably what I will be doing. Devil is a Part-Timer. No, I have not reacted to it. Because even with like anime on the side, just because I just have so much going on, which is everything else, that I haven't had any other really kind of anime to watch, unless I'm like really binging something. So I know there's just like definitely, yeah, you should really watch anime rap, like a rapping anime. I'm curious. Oh, okay. That's what I kind of thought you were talking about. Just okay. I'd be interested in it, but I would have to deal with copyright possibly, or like just anything that comes with it. It's not a bad idea. I could definitely really do that. Yeah, I can find it on YouTube. Yeah, I just don't want to get in trouble with just any copyright issues or anything, because I know just I've had a lot in the past. Even with My Hero and just everything else, I've had a lot of problems with copyright and with Toho just not being able to get videos out and just really just putting me on a scare because I've never gotten striked on this channel. Pray to God I never at least get one strike on this channel. And if I were to at least get one, I'd be so devastated. But thank you for giving me that idea. I really would like to check it out because I mean, if most of you don't know, I am a fan of rap. I do check out some rap videos from time to time. I think there was one Overhaul one that I checked out probably a year ago that was really, really cool that I might do. It just depends. Like I said, this year has been really, really good, and it has been a learning process to go for what I was doing before and that entire setup to what I'm doing now. I have a lot of possible like things that I might want to do on the channel. Just to do, and it just overall depends on just what I'm doing, because I try to fit whatever I can into a little kind of schedule that I am able to do, minus what I'm doing just right now. Was that Overhaul song by Divide? It might be. Wonder if she can come up here. Come on, come up here. Sorry, I think my dog walked in. Come on, come on. Dog walked in. I guess she maybe wanted to be on the stream. Come on, give me more views. Come on. She's bored. She just wants attention. I have like a little beagle right next to me. Unless I just pick her up. But yeah, I know. I mean, unless I can get a webcam real quick. I mean, the webcam's right up there, but I don't have it connected. Maybe I can just like tilt down the camera without hurting it. Oh shoot! Come on. Like right down. Kind of see her a little bit. Kind of see her over here. Maybe if I move the mic. Here she is. Here she is. Just sitting there. Alright, let me fix this real quick. Ugh. Hopefully that didn't mess up anything. Let's see. Was that Overhaul Sung by Divide? Let me honestly see, because I think it might have been. There was a lot of Overhaul raps that came out. Let me see. Divide music. Into the dark. I don't think it was by Divide. Here, let me pull it up. Move this out of the way. It was this one right here, the one that has the video playing over it. It was this Overhaul rap, which was very good. If you haven't checked it out, yeah, check it out. But yeah, it was very, very good. I think the one you're talking about, and I think I put it over here. I think it was this one that you might are talking about. I'll check this one out too. Probably maybe not right now, but I definitely probably will check it out. But yeah. But getting back to it, yeah, Tokyo Avengers, really, really good. I'm really having a blast watching that show. I think the show's absolutely hilarious. It has a lot of really raw emotion with its characters. With Mikey, definitely probably my favorite character in the show. Probably the most developed character in the show that has a lot of backstory with him. Just has a lot going on. We got to experience Kazaki, Kazutora, Baji, Hanma, Draken. Like, a lot of these characters are just, they're so much fun to watch, and there's just so much going on. It's a lot of fun. I could also mention probably definitely my top 3 favorite character. I absolutely love the character of Hina. I love the character of Hina because she is just such a joy to just be around. Like, if I was in Hanagaki's shoes, I don't know why you would ever dump her, because she is just such a great person to have, such a positive person in the midst of everything you have going on. She's such a great, like, quote unquote shoulder to cry on if you ever needed it. She's such, and we've seen it in the show, she's such a great motivational, like, person. She's the one that gives that motivation to Hanagaki, that whenever he needs it. And I love that with the character. What happened to your partner that was always in your videos? I'll talk about that in a minute. Let me just get Tokyo Avengers out of the way. But very, very excited to just continue on. I'm very excited to see what else happens in season 2 of this show when it comes out in January. And yeah, just so many shocking things, hopefully, that are about to be coming in the next couple days when I finish up season 1, which will obviously be next week. And yeah, I've just really been loving the show, and I just cannot wait to continue on. Death Note on Netflix will expire on the 14th. I knew it was coming up. I knew, like, Netflix was saying something about Death Note leaving Netflix. And I also think they said Naruto was also leaving Netflix as well. I totally forgot that they have a lot of Naruto content on there. Like, not even only the original Naruto, but they have a lot of Naruto movies on there as well. What happened to Schmitty? I've said this a couple times in a couple videos, and I'll just say it. It's not necessarily saying, oh, we went our separate ways. Like, we're still friends. He just had some more kind of serious stuff to take care of. When thinking about the channel, we talked, and he gave me all the rights to the channel. He just had kind of a different career path that he wanted to take, a lot of stuff that he really wants to do personally in his life, and he just has other stuff to do, and we just thought it was better for the channel and just better to continue going on, that we just have this platform, and that I would be entertaining you guys from the future on. So it's nothing personal or anything between, like, oh, Schmitty and why he left. It's nothing about that. Like how most times, or just I don't want to make stories or anything, or just because people could just assume, like, ever since, because it could definitely be really weird going from all the stuff that we did back then, because we've done a lot of stuff. We reacted to Demon Slayer, JJK, obviously My Hero, Fire Force, just a lot. Are you ever going to make a gaming channel? No, but I can go into something in a minute. I won't guarantee it, but if it's actually going to happen, then I'll probably let you know in a minute. But yeah, it was just something that I just wanted to do, and just thought for the best of the channel that that's where we would kind of go. I know a lot of people still ask, like, oh, where's Schmitty, and everything. He is doing good. He's doing good. He just has a lot of other serious stuff that he is taking matters into. Obviously, I'm not going to go into any of it, but let's just say he is good. He's really good. We're still friends. Nothing changes at all. He still supports the channel. He still supports me, providing this channel and everything, and I just want whatever's best for him, and that's just basically kind of it. Are you going to ever make a gaming channel? Now, speaking of Schmitty, if you guys haven't known, or if you guys maybe go back way into the past, way before even we did anime or reactions or anything, we did some gaming videos on the channel. They weren't the best, but they were definitely something that we had a lot of fun with. He is definitely more the gamer than me. Definitely 100%. Like, if you see this dude game, he is absolutely insane with so many games like Overwatch, Rainbow Six Siege, Halo, which is his #1 game. Like, he is a more, like, he's way more of a gamer than me by far. All right. Yeah, this, like, little income real quick. Sorry. All right. Okay, there we go. I didn't know what that was about, but all right. But, yeah, and he was actually talking to me the other day about how he's maybe going to try to start doing a gaming channel. Now, he said this a bunch of times, like, here and there. If it does happen, and if he starts doing videos, I will promote it. I will definitely promote it, like, oh, if you guys are interested, if you guys really want to see what Schmitty is up to, or just anything else, you want to go support him, then go support him. But yeah, gaming channel wise, he's maybe thinking of doing one. And if it does happen, then I will post a video about it on the channel, and whoever wants to go check it out, just check it out. That's just basically it. Oh, she's back. If I didn't mention it before, my dog's name is Bella. He is, I think, 10 years old. 10 years old? No, she's 8 years old. My bad. But yeah, she is a beagle carrier. She's really cute, and she is such an attention seeker. But yeah, what is it? We are almost, man, it's almost 8 o'clock, almost on my time right now. I'm gonna take probably a 5-minute break. I am going to let my dog out, and I will be right back to finish up some of the talk. But yeah, cannot wait for eventually everything that we have going on. I will see you guys. Yeah, Bella like Belladonna. I have another dog, but he's not, what is it? I have a husky, but he's in the other room right now. I don't think I could probably make him come over here because he is let's say he's a real slumper. I don't know if maybe that's the correct word to kind of say, but he loves to lay around a lot, and he's definitely more laid back. What is it? I couldn't even think right now. His name is Chandler as well. But let me go let her out real quick, and I will be back in about 5 minutes. So guys, don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Really quick, since I pulled up the picture, because let me get this out of the way. I wonder if I could just quickly bring it up on the stream real quick, since I was talking about my dogs from earlier. Quickly pull it up. Here. This. These are them right here. This is most recent too. There's the dog on the right, that is Bella. She is a beagle carrier. And then the husky on the right, or on the left, is Chandler. So these two are really nice. I've had them. I've had Bella for about 8 years now, and I've had Chandler for about a year and a half. So these two are great. I love these two together, and yeah, they get along. They get along. And just give me a sec. I might have to go back to the Be Right Back screen because this thing froze out really quick. So let me see real quick. Hold on, just give me 1 second. There we go. Streamlabs froze out on me a little bit. All right, there we go. Remove this. All right. All right. But going back, Tokyo Revengers cannot wait to just finish this show up. Yes, Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is on Crunchyroll. I forgot it did just come out. I might want to rewatch it again. I did see the sub for that. I might be interested to maybe see the dub and just see how it does. I've seen clips of it. But definitely, speaking of Jujutsu Kaisen, I will eventually, once we get to Season 2, because I think they just released some new info about Season 2 the other day. And I think they released some new visuals, I believe. And they said that they're going to be doing back-to-back cores, I believe. Yeah, I think the first core will be 13, and then the second will be 12. But yeah, I'm very, very excited to continue on with Jujutsu Kaisen. I will be rewatching it before we get to Season 2. So, because it's been about almost 2 years since I've seen Jujutsu Kaisen? Yeah, almost about 2 years. So, I am probably, because obviously if you guys have seen it on the channel, it is in dub that I watched it in for the very first time. So I'm going to be rewatching it in the sub to just get overall excited for it, just to see how the characters are and what the overall difference is in the entire show. So I'm definitely excited to rewatch that. I feel like out of all the, I mean, it's not necessarily saying because I mean I've been busy, but there's definitely probably all the animes you could probably throw at me. Key Super, I'm probably not gonna have seen it. Because I know I'm still a baby. I'm still a baby into all this anime. Trust me, I am. There's just so much. Like, I'm getting into all this stuff that's happening kind of right now, and just kind of like the bigger ones, more mainstream. But definitely, I'm going to try to check out as much as I can. And that's just the great thing about being an anime, like, consumer and just being a fan of anime is that there's so much. There's so much, like, story to tell. and so many different characters that you could just see and everything. It's great. Have I reacted to the Dr. Stone special episode? No, I have not. And I believe I know that links into season 3, and I will be doing season 3 when it eventually comes around to it. Like I said, I've just been very, very busy, and just with everything that I'm trying to kind of schedule together, because I think I remember that came out in, I think, the summer. I believe it came out in the summer, that special episode. So the question is it that special that I have to react to it now? Or could I maybe react to it kind of like how I did with the Mob Psycho OVA and react to it probably like a week or two before the season comes out? That's kind of maybe how I usually maybe do things, especially with how my schedule is. And even with the One Punch OVAs, that they have a lot of OVAs, probably leading up to the most, how I just kind of do things is where if I'm getting into an anime that is about to come out with the newest season or whatever, and either if it's an OVA or the seasons that I have to check out, I will most likely do that right before the newest content for that show comes out, just because it's right around the corner and it can give so much hype for that show. So no matter what, I will probably definitely check it out. Dub or sub, I have no idea yet. I might continue on with the dub. I might start the sub. I have no idea. It just all determines on the YouTube algorithm as well. And that's just really much it. But yeah, Tokyo Avengers, I will be finishing up. But now, I believe that is all the anime that I've checked out this year before I get into all of the fall stuff that's going to be coming out and just the stuff that I actually want to talk about. I believe so. Other non-anime related shows. Even thinking about it now, because it's almost like still within a couple weeks to the day. It was a year ago that when I started doing this by myself and when I started doing content in a different way, I started out with Squid Game. And this actually goes into a question that somebody asked me the other day. Was actually, you know, I wonder if I can pull it up real quick. I remember it vaguely. Let me just make sure if I know how to find it. What is it? Did your most popular video deserve to have 87,000 views? And that was, if you're not familiar with the video, it is my most viewed video of all time on this channel, and it is the Ganbu episode for Squid Game. At that time, where Squid Game was taking over the world at that time, like the craze of Squid Game, did it deserve it? I don't really know if I should say, oh, it deserves it or not. But did it capture a lot of people's eyes? Yes, for a lot of other people that were doing Squid Game at the time. And what I thought about Squid Game at the time, Squid Game was, once again, another emotional roller coaster. It was just an insane story that was going on and just everything that was happening in that episode. It was a real tearjerker. I honestly can't remember if I did shed a tear or not. I know I was emotionally drained after that episode. It was so bad that I couldn't even speak at all. I was so speechless after that episode. Actually, yes, Rising of the Shield Hero, I actually have been watching with my friend. I have to get back. I probably ended around, I think, episode 4 or 5 of season 2, but I have to get back on it. Because I know I have to get back on that show. I got to get back, what is it? I have seen Overlord as well. I've seen all 3 seasons of Overlord. I think I got stopped on the 2nd episode of season 4. I have to continue on with Overlord. It's another really good anime that hopefully I will get back into. What did I think of the Korean dub of Squid Game? See, well, okay, John, here's the thing about anime dub and live action dub. anime dub works because it's anime and it's animated, and you can't see the actual lips and you can't make out what they're actually saying in animation form. When you have it in live action, and I mean, I don't like discredit anybody that watches the dub or the reasonings why people watch it for the dub. Trust me, there are reasons, no matter live action or anime, like animated dub whatsoever, between the two, there are reasons to watch it however you want. Me personally, I absolutely thought that doing the dub for a live action show in general is hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious because I know there were so many memes on Squid Game back then. But yeah, it just if I were literally just trying to watch Squid Game, the first couple, or at least probably the first episode in dub, I probably couldn't get with it because I just can't get behind live action dub. I can't do it. It's like I just can't, because like, visually they're saying something completely different from what you are hearing. And the Korean actors in general did an incredible job as it was. They did an incredible job. The main protagonist, the actor that played not Sangwoo. No, it wasn't Sangwoo. Sangwoo was the other character. God, it's been so long that I can't even remember their names. It's been so long. Yeah, God, I can't remember the main protagonist's name. I can't remember his name. But have I watched Code Geass? No, but it is on the list. Yes, I possibly teared up in episode 6 of Squid Game. If you haven't seen that video, or haven't seen any of my Squid Game videos, definitely go check them out, because it was absolutely insane. It was absolutely insane. And even at the end, and I'll say it right now, and I know, trust me, I know that Season 2 is around the corner. Season 2 of Squid Game is eventually supposed to be coming out next year. Question is, am I going to be reacting to it? I don't know. I don't know, because do I think that Squid Game deserves a Season 2? No. I don't think it deserves a Season 2, because the ending for that show, and a lot of people can make assumptions or whatever, because I did say, quote unquote, that, oh, I've heard that people don't like the ending and everything else. I don't make, it's not necessarily saying like, oh, to start an argument or anything, but for those people that were thinking like, oh, other people kind of manipulated my mind and kind of maybe persuade me to think that like, oh, made me think that the ending was to be bad or anything. No, really not. And because just how the ending happened, and I get, trust me, I get with the old man, it makes sense for everything that happened with the turn and everything. I get it. I 100% get it. And that was the way that they went. But I'm saying, from as a person that has written a script and as a screenwriter for some stuff, I get that you want that shock factor. I get that. I know you want that shock factor, but you have to realize that you've been basically doing that the entire show. The entire show has had so many shock factors in the entire thing. Episode 6 had 3 of them, maybe even more. Like, so many shock factors throughout this entire thing, with so many people getting capped. And, no, it's like... Now, I don't know if you meant to say Season 2 or 3 of Squid Game, unless you're probably maybe talking about something else. If they're gonna do a Season 3, or at least greenlit that, I don't really know. You have to see on how Season 2 does first. But I'm just thinking that they just went for a shock factor that really wasn't necessary, honestly. And it really, because I'm not the only one. When watching episode 6 and when watching these episodes with this old man and just building emotion for some of those characters, like the old man, and especially the other girl. And if you've seen Squid Game, you know who I'm talking about. The 2 girls it was the best part of that episode, but it was also the most heartbreaking thing of the entire show, without a doubt. I wonder if I can maybe pull up a picture and just like kind of maybe talk about it a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably pull up this one. This one's pretty good. There we go. This picture right here. Now, this right here, this moment was by far the most heartbreaking of the show. It was the most real moment of the show, and this moment right here was season 3. Sorry. Don't think I've seen that either. I'm very, very sorry, Key Super, with all the animes that you were throwing at me. Most likely, probably some of them I haven't seen. Rising of the Shield Hero, yes, I have. And if you were going to maybe mention Overlord, I have as well. But with this moment, was just so real, and it was so, the emotion was there. And you've already made so many people cry over this moment. Not even only this moment, but also the moment with the main character and the old man. And I'll say, that entire episode, it was the best episode in the entire show. The best episode, by far. I have no gripes about that episode and every other episode before the last one. Now, when the last one came out, and when I saw it, I did not like it. And there was one reason why I did not like it, and it was for the old man's turn. Because, yes, if it made sense story-wise, and you could see, like, oh, why did he, there's a reason why he knew all the games, and, like, there's a reason why he was really laid back, and, like, he had no fear on his face and everything. I get that. But you can also really think about, like, I think they said in the show that he had cancer or something. He either had cancer or he was very, very sick, which obviously he eventually ended up dying anyway. And that was a really good reason to, at least in my perspective, I don't know, at least what you maybe think, John. I'm really not sure. But, no, I think that was a really good reason to show that this man is fearless. He is fearless, and he just wants to do, like, he just wants to have fun in his last however many days or weeks that he has left. I think it was a really, really good reason on why the old man was really, like, fearless and, like, just everything else. That's why I was really, really loving the character. But then when we eventually got to the end and the whole reveal and just everything else, it was just really making me feel like, wow, so you really just took all of what episode 6 kind of built up, and just how that emotion that you got everybody out with, like, just basically, like, all the emotion that you put into that episode was just kind of bullshit, to be honest. And I get, like, oh, if the writers were going for that, like, oh, they kind of took your emotion away. I get that, but at the same time, it's kind of bullshit a little bit. Not even only that's kind of bullshit, but just even the ending, which I'll the actual ending, which I'll go into in a minute. No, it was just really just kind of like the writers being like, oh, let's have a shock factor, let's have a turn, let's have a reveal just for the hell of it, even though we really didn't need it at all. The show was already doing so good. The show was doing very, very, very good. It was, in Netflix's top 10 for months. Probably until maybe the end of the year. But, no. It's one of the other reasons why I just did not like the ending. The show in general, if you take out the ending, it was a very, very, very good show. Very good show. A lot of really compelling characters. A lot of real characters like Sang-woo, who is one real, when I say real, I mean real mother lover, where no matter what, he only cares about himself. He doesn't care about building relationships or anything, or friendships. He is the definition where somebody will literally do anything in order to stay alive. And Sang-woo was the personification of normal society. Like, literally, if you would put those people, that situation, that entire situation in that game that they were in for God knows how many days or weeks, because it's been so long since I've remembered it, what would you expect at least one person to do? You think, oh, one person would probably look out for a random stranger or just any, like, or possibly just maybe a friend that they've made along the way? Hell no. Absolutely not, depending on their situation, and especially the situation that Sang-woo was in, where I think he had a lot of debt to pay off to somebody or something that was going on with him. It was something, I can't remember, but basically, he did not care. He had to do what was best for himself, and that's what he tried to do. And he made it all the way to the finals against the main protagonist, and yeah, just for that entire thing, it was crazy. That's not necessarily saying a bad thing for the show. That's actually a good thing, now looking back at it. Because you at least had that kind of... Because, I mean, the antagonist that we thought that was kind of in the last couple episodes, I think up until episode 7? Yeah, I think episode 7, the glass episode, which was absolutely nuts as well. Just everybody just walking on glass and just 50-50 chance and everything. Like I said, the show has a really interesting concept, and this is what I'll say about it. The show has such a crazy concept. It works. It took over the world, and it was great for that show. Great. It put Netflix as a Netflix hasn't probably seen an income like that for a show probably since Stranger Things. Squid Game is probably its second highest grossing show and its most popular show other than Stranger Things. And that was great for that show. Great for the directors, great for the actors, just great for everybody that worked on that show. Now, do I think it deserves a season 2? No. One reason why is because the main protagonist, the whole goal with that protagonist is to get the money and to go see his daughter. Go to America and go to see his daughter. But with everything that he found out about the organization and everything else, and even the stuff with Sang-woo and just being like within himself, no one should have to suffer through this. No one should have to be put in this situation. This organization is very, very, like just not even only corrupt, but it needs to be stopped. And that is why the reason he turned around from getting on the plane. And I guess season 2, he's going to try to take down the organization. It just, in my mind, it's just like, I don't like that ending. But really with the show, how you could have ended it so differently. But if you were going to intend to do that ending, maybe, I just don't know how they're going to do a season 2, really. I just don't know, because what, are you going to do the same thing again? Like I said, the show could entirely do something different, and it maybe could work. I'm not really sure. That's maybe one of the other reasons why I might maybe check out the show, is that uncertainty. I don't know what they're going to do, and that maybe kind of intrigues me a little bit. If they can hopefully do something that intrigues me and intrigues the other viewers that are looking into the show, being like, oh, like, are they going to do the same thing? What else are they going to do different? Like, you can't do the same thing again. Like, whether it be the same games or just anything else. Like, even the same games, you really kind of can't do those, because I don't know. But no, just being like, oh, you have to introduce characters again that are possibly going to die. I just think that Squid Game would have been a really, really good one-off anime. Really. And that's also one of the reasons, and I'll even go into this one because I was already going to go into it anyway, which I've had, honestly, a blast watching. Like, I really did had a blast watching as well. I don't want to do that photo. That photo is kind of whack. This one. Oh, no, probably not that one. My goodness. Let's see. Here we go. I got this one. all of us are dead. All of us are dead. This was a show that I had an absolute blast with. Did I think there were troubles with it and just issues that I had with it, story-wise and script-wise? Yes. It's not a perfect show, but it was definitely entertaining. Did I honestly like it more than Squid Game? I kind of did. I really kind of did. And that's not necessarily saying like, oh, the ending was better, and the ending actually made sense to do a season 2. And I even said that back in the original ending or the original end video that I did for this, that this show should get a season 2. It should. It really should. And I'm excited that they eventually are. And once that season 2 comes out next year, I will be reacting to it. I will. Trust me, I will. I think the story that they have here is really, really interesting. There's so much now that what happened at the very end on what they could do could be interesting. And I just want them to explore more on it. Some of the characters in here are very, very entertaining. And I'm just looking at them. Something like right now, it's just like this show is very, very, very entertaining. I know it came back. It came out probably February or March, around there. I think it came out the end of February. But if you have not watched this show, it's on Netflix. Go check it out. See what you think, dub or sub. I watched it in sub. Who knows? Maybe I'll rewatch it in dub, see what I think. I don't know. But that's one of the things I say about live action anime. It's just I just kind of can't get behind it, and it's just really weird to just look at it and be like, I know you're saying something else, but what I'm hearing is completely different. And that's just the only thing I'll say about that. But All of Us Are Dead was really, really an entertaining show. I had a blast watching it this year. I know there were a lot of really confusing moments, but no, I'm very, very excited to see what they are going to do in season 2. Hopefully it lives up. And yeah, I'm very, very excited to watch it next year. Now, all right, let me talk about what I've been wanting to talk about. That is the fall season, guys. Fall season. This week it starts with, on Saturday, the season premiere, My Hero Academia, and the reintroduction to the second part of season 1 of Spy Family. These two shows I am very, very excited to start again. First, talking about Spy Family. Now, I have said it before and I'll say it again. I love the sub for this show. I love the character of Anya. I love all the characters, but just the main character of Anya in general and her actress is the best part of this show. I've never met such an adorable character like Anya so far that I have seen in anime, because I'm still watching a lot. But like, Anya was just, every time she's on screen is so great. Trust me, John, you need to watch Spy Family. I'd say, because what, I think it's around 12 episodes. I would definitely say binge Spy Family, whether sub, dub. More than likely you'll probably watch the dub. You'll probably still find enjoyment out of it. But just no matter what, no matter how every way you want to watch it, just watch it. You're definitely probably gonna enjoy a lot of really sweet moments. And like, this show does a really, really good job of balancing action, humor, and like love and joy in the show. This show has a lot that it could bring to you, and a lot that shows to you. That's one of the reasons why I love it, and I cannot wait to see what they do in the second part of season 1. There's a lot that I'm definitely looking forward to. A lot of different stuff that they could do. I know they're going to be introducing the dog, which I'm very excited to see how he's going to do in this show, and just what else he's going to bring to this. Cannot wait to see more with Anya, and just with her goal to be a scholar and to just basically complete the mission. If they're going to complete the mission or not, or if they're going to get found, I don't know. But Yor's brother, that we know works for the government, and he could definitely be a danger. He's already dangerous in general. He is really, really, he has that insane kind of alternate personality to him, which he could be really nice on the outside, but if you piss him off, he will kill you in an instant. And we saw a little bit of what him and Lloyd could do between each other, at least in a fight or something. I mean, Lloyd's an incredible character. I love Lloyd in here. Very, very cool character to see on screen and everything. But one of the things that I love about this show, not even only for Anya as well, but it's the main purpose on why I've continued on with this show, is that you have the three characters. You have the characters of Anya, Yor, and Lloyd. You have all of these characters that are in this for their own agendas, but in reality, they all want the same thing. They all want to experience what it's kind of like to be in an actual family. Yor, who has always wanted to get married and to have a husband and to have a child. You have like Yor just so busy doing assassination work and just doing killings and everything that she hasn't experienced that part of life. And you have Lloyd, who looks out and sees Anya as him a little bit, as like he was as a child, where he didn't really have anybody that he could look to. He didn't have that kind of parental figure in his life, and that's a great thing that he is offering to Anya. And even with the character of Anya, who's already been through probably so much, I really would love to get more about her backstory. I know, like, obviously we know that she is telekinesis and an Esper user. But I just want to, or no, wait, what did I say? Telekinesis? No, she is a mind reader. She can read minds and everything. But no, with Anya, I just want to see more with her. I want to just see more with any of the other main three. It's just one of the reasons why I love the show. I love the show for that reason alone. Cannot wait for the season to come. And yeah, I know I have been dealing when it comes to Spy Family. Maybe I can pray that I can maybe turn it around, but I don't I really honestly know if I can. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, because I'm really kind of not saying it. I have had copyright troubles with Spy Family when I was originally trying to do it. I was having troubles because they were copywriting the audio, not the video. They were copywriting the audio. And as most of you don't know, I don't put the actual footage audio in my videos. I don't. Way back then when I was doing Jujutsu Kaisen was getting copyrighted by Sony because of the music and the audio that was in there, because Jujutsu Kaisen had a lot of music in there. Like with Spy Family, it has a lot of music. It has a lot of music. The score is great in here. I love the score and I love the soundtrack for this show. But the thing is that they are copywriting the audio, and the music is so consistent and it's so present in these episodes that they have no choice but to copyright it. So like I will try to do everything I can in order to maybe try to get the show back like actually on the channel, and like actually so you guys don't have to go to a reaction link in order to see it. But no matter what, I want to try to continue the show. I want to, because I love the story, I love the characters, and I just love the studio that's really doing, I can't remember the studio off the top of my head, but the studio is doing a really, really good job. It looks like they really have a budget, and I love it visually. It looks great. Just cannot wait for the show to come back. Hopefully I can turn it around, but let's honestly just see. Spy Family coming out this Saturday, I believe at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 Pacific Time. So guys, maybe want to go see it, definitely go check it out. If you guys haven't seen it, just like you, John, definitely try to see it before the next season this week comes around. And yeah, I cannot wait. I believe, hopefully, because I will have My Hero out on Saturday that day. And more than likely, I will probably have Spy Family out on Sunday. My main priority is getting My Hero out. So if I maybe have time to get Spy Family out, I will try to, because I know I'm usually always busy on Saturdays. But let's just honestly see. But skipping over Spy Family, we have the much anticipated, one of the biggest anticipated animes of this year. You guys know what I'm talking about. I am talking about Chainsaw Man. Studio Bones and Cloverworks. That's what it is. Thank you, John. Cloverworks said it's working for this. Cloverworks doing an incredible job. Chainsaw Man. I have seen all of the trailers for this, and I just cannot wait for this anime. Like, I don't know really what it is. I think the only thing that it is is that, number one, it's going to be gory as fuck. And I love that. It's going to be gory as hell. You have MAPPA at the helm. They've said that they're not going to censor anything in this show, which is absolutely great. But I think what really sets Chainsaw Man apart is that I think they really couldn't have got a better... Like I said, I haven't read any of the manga or just seen any panels. I haven't seen anything. I've only been shown what they have been showing me. I really think that they really couldn't have had a better studio like MAPPA to take this project on. Just how the anime so far looks, the environment looks, the colors, and just everything, that how it looks, and hopefully on how the soundtrack does, it looks like it's going to be a show stealer, man. And even with them coming out a couple weeks ago saying, because I wasn't going to put it in a post, but I didn't have time, that they are going to have a different ending for every episode. I don't think that's ever been done before, at least for what I know, in any anime. You're telling me you're going to have 12 episodes, but 12 different endings? That's insane. Unless it's going to be like, because I think it's, 12 different ending songs. I think it's still going to be the same, like, visual ending. But 12 different ending songs? That is crazy. And I am down for it. I really am down for it. I just cannot wait for this anime. Comes out October 11th. Cannot wait to see the character of Denji and just how he is. How he maybe differentiates from any other shonen protagonist that we have experienced in so far kind of any other shonen that you guys have watched. The only thing that I know is, like, yes, he has a demon/devil. I think, he has a demon/devil named Pochita. He eventually is close to dying, or he does die, and he makes a deal with him. I'm really trying to classify a damn devil. He makes a deal with Pochita, and he becomes the alternate persona. Like, he becomes the Chainsaw Man, the person with a devil's heart. So I'm really, really excited to see the animation. I'm really excited to see the first episode in general. I just want October 11th to just come around. And yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very excited. Cannot wait for Chainsaw Man to come around. I cannot wait to see what MAPPA has in store for this anime. And yeah, that's really much it. But the last two, the very last two I will talk about, they are my top 2 anime of all time. Cannot wait. But the first one that I will be talking about, obviously, it is, I can pull it up, not Spy Family. It is Mob Psycho. I have already said everything that I can about Mob Psycho, on how, honestly, looking back on it, it is my favorite anime so far that I've seen, that I've ever seen so far. The character of Mob is he's so relatable, and there's so much depth with that character. He's so sweet, he's so kind, and it's just great to see that character go through, work through problems and just work through, life issues, and just his whole goal in this entire show, ever since the first episode, was to be able to ask Tsubomi out. I feel like that's so different from, at least from a main, shonen anime, at least for your main protagonist, and especially with Mob especially when we know that he can't express emotion barely, any emotion whatsoever, because his powers will go haywire. It's so sad to see this character go through this, and it's just so sad. But I love being able to see him work through stuff with the Body Improvement Club, which I've said is one of the best parts of that show. If it honestly wasn't for the Body Improvement Club, then Mob wouldn't be kind of the person, confidence-wise, that he is right now. Mob has really developed more confidence than he's ever had before, building bonds with such like Teru, building more of a bond with his brother, and just even building a bond with Reagan, which I've said Reagan and Mob are the heart and soul of this show. And I'll say about it a little bit with the dub. I am praying somehow, some way, that Crunchyroll is hopefully able to turn this around and actually have a meeting with SAG-AFTRA. Just have a meeting, and that's just really it. Just have a meeting and actually just do it. That's all. I don't even want to go into it because I already went into it the other day, but just do it. Crunchyroll, please, because you will be doing everybody a favor. You really will. Even with the quality, I know you probably don't care maybe about the qualities of your dubs a little bit, at least like actor wise. Like I know you're going to be getting more talent out there and like more new ones, but just like it's the final season. You have characters that people have been wanting to see back on screen for so long, and I'm only talking about this for the dub as well. You have Kyle McCarley as Mob, who does an incredible performance as that character. You have Chris Niosi as Reagan. Don't know if he's going to come back, but I mean, and again, you don't even have your main protagonist coming back, so I don't really know. But you have so many talented actors. I know they play a lot of different other characters, but just it's the final season. End it the way you want to end it. And just end it the way everybody just wants you to. Just end it on a high note. And one of the things I'll definitely like, yeah, it's the final. Yeah, I know it's the final season already. It's definitely one of the things that I'll say right now. And I really wasn't doing any really kind of predictions for this season. The only thing that I do know, because I don't try to read into anything Mob Psycho or anything. I don't try to honestly read into anything unless I really don't know it. Like if I don't know it, then I won't read into it. If I find out about it, then I mean, yeah, I know about it. But with Mob Psycho and with its third season, the only thing that I know that they're eventually going to be doing or going to be talking about, they're going to be talking about what it's kind of always been about, and they're going to be diving in more on Mob and Tsubomi. Now, I'm very intrigued on that, but I am also kind of really scared for it a little bit. I think this season could be the most, I'm not saying relatable, but I'm probably the darkest and saddest season we've had so far, and we've went through season 2, where a lot of stuff happened, a lot of really down-to-earth stuff, a lot of really kind of like just stuff that you would see a normal person having in like in anybody's life. With the first episode where him helping Emmy, which was one of the most adorable things that I've ever seen, and I love that for that character. I think it was either that moment or something else that really made me love Mob. I think it was in that moment that I absolutely fell in love with this character, and it was like one of those moments where it just really made me relate to him. But how I can kind of see season 3 maybe going, if they are going to dive in more with Mob and Tsubomi, we could get the moment where Mob tries to maybe ask out Tsubomi. Now, it can go either one or two ways. Do I want him? Do I want him after everything that he's been through? And this drive and this determination and just everything that he's gone through to build up this confidence to try to ask Tsubomi out. Do I want him to get the right answer? Yes, I do. I really want him to. Do I think it is going to happen? I don't really know. The one thing that I like, the most logical answer, realistically, what I'm thinking, do I really think Tsubomi is going to say yes to Mob when Mob is possibly going to ask her out? I really don't think so. And it's just, you got to think about what we have been shown in this show with Tsubomi, at least as a character. We really haven't seen Tsubomi a lot on screen. She really hasn't played a pivotal part in this story, because how would you be able to even maybe fit her in all the freaking Esper shit that we have going on with Claw and everything else? You just really kind of can't fit her into that story, unless if she is a freaking Esper user as well. I was maybe thinking about it the other day, and I think one of my friends was like, dude, could it possibly be like, what would you feel if maybe like Tsubomi happened to be an Esper user? If she was an Esper user, I'd be shocked as shit. And that would be crazy. And it would also be like, unless, because I mean, you don't discover powers at a young age, like everybody else, or at least like Mob or whatever. Because I mean, Ritsu just figured out that he has powers, so these powers could have came out of anywhere. If she is eventually an Esper user or something, she could have awakened powers like a couple days ago or a couple days after season 2 ended, just whenever. But my friend really made me think about that, like, oh, could the possibility of Tsubomi being an Esper user really factor into this episode and how would it or factor into this season and how it would affect Mob? Mob would probably be ecstatic. He would really be ecstatic. Like, wow, the girl that I've had a crush on for so long just happens to be an Esper user? Like, oh my god, we got so much in common now. But, and shoot, you can have Mob even teach her, like, maybe how to control her powers and everything. I'm talking about something that possibly could or could not happen. But basically what I'm trying to go into, and this is something kind of serious, and I think it might play a factor into this season. Do I think there's going to be, like, the question is, will there be an antagonist? Because Claw is done for. Claw is over. Unless somebody else takes over Claw, I don't know. Because Claw really looks like it was finished after Season 2. Claw is over and it's finished. So, I don't know who could really... I don't know who could be a antagonist that could come back other than Mogami. But the thing about Mogami is, like, we've already kind of experienced the kind of Mogami arc a little bit, and we've already experienced this character. And you're probably saying, like, oh, why would you just leave this character on the shelf? I don't think it's technically necessarily saying, like, leaving the character on the shelf. I just don't think maybe we go in the same route that we kind of did a little bit. And, like, he is the main one that we have to focus on. Maybe... Because I'm really, like, thinking about it. What if Mob is the main antagonist? Don't you really maybe think about that? Like, at all? Like, just... and I'm... For a person that has never read any of the manga, and I will get the manga, trust me, I will. After I finish this season up, I want to get all the volume shit. But... it really never crossed my mind and really thought, like, did you ever really think that Mob could maybe be the antagonist and everybody else would have to maybe try to stop him or something? Maybe his own brother would have to try to stop him, or Ritsu, or like Ritsu or Sho or Teru, like anybody of them, even Reagan, like just anybody stopping him. It really never crossed my mind until when I thought about him and Tsubomi. Now, do I think Tsubomi is going to say yes? No. With her possibly saying no, if she were to say no to Mob, I think that would be a trigger to set Mob off. I think that would be an insane trigger to set Mob off, maybe if it goes down like that. Because you would be setting off his emotions so much. Because, like, you just got to think, like, he's done all of this. And, I mean, he's getting turned down. Like, what emotion would you have to get turned down? And it's like, there's maybe more to that, but it's just, I'm overall thinking that just like, what else could you do? Like, just seriously, what else could you do? And with Mob, I think that just probably would be the worst thing. One of the worst things to happen with him is just like to get turned down by the girl that he's admired and just has been looking out. Like, I wouldn't say looking out for, but just been wanting to ask out for so long. Like, just kind of think about it. Talking about antagonists, like, just really thinking about it now. Unless the only one that I could see, the only other one I could really see, unless Dimple becomes stronger or something. Like, unless Dimple actually goes back to what he's been wanting to do and, like, kind of take over the world and become God, that's what he wants. So, unless Dimple does that, then I don't really know who else could be the antagonist in here. I really honestly don't know. And that's one of the good things that I love going into here, is that I don't really know what honestly is going to happen, what more side stories we're going to get, what more character development we're going to get with other characters. But that's really the kind of other one that I just really wanted to say, is that with us getting more of Tsubomi and Mob in here, I am really excited to see what the outcome is going to be with that storyline. And that's just really kind of what I see. That is maybe my prediction. If she says yes, that's great. But realistically, I think she's going to say no, because, I mean, realistically, if you had a girl, or like if you were a girl and a dude asked you out, and even though, yes, you were childhood friends, but you never thought that this person actually had feelings for you in that way, and in return, you don't have feelings for that person anyway. Because when looking back, because I've seen the show 3 times now, because I love it so much. after he helps Emmy repair the papers, Tsubomi is actually there and looks up at Mob, and she's like nice work, Mob, or not, like, nice work. So it's not necessarily saying like, oh, her, like, not jealous or anything. She is looking out for Mob and basically being that person like, hey, he's doing good. Like she's looking out for Mob as a friend, and as like it just as a friend, not even like as a possible girlfriend or anything else. I'd love it to be different if we get anything else, but I'm just thinking about what we've been shown so far, because we haven't seen really anything else with the character, like literally at all, other than when she went to when her and her friend went to Reagan for like advice or something, and it was the hint that she had that she's interested in Mob, that she has a crush. Who knows? She could honestly have the same feelings. I'm just going into what we've been shown so far, and just knowing just possibilities of what season 3 could just have. There's also a significant, because I'm looking at the picture now, that there's a significant thing with flowers in both of these posters. This one and then the other one that they also come out with. There's a dandelion. Like, I mean, there's more flowers in this one, but there's something symbolic with this dandelion to Mob. I don't know if it's backstory. I assume it's something with a backstory. But there's something with a dandelion. I don't really know. I think it could maybe just be something with a flashback or backstory or something. But just, I'm really excited to see what season 3 is going to be put out there, what is going to be shown in here. We know that there is going to be no CGI at all. It is going to be 100% hand-drawn animation. You have over 200 to 300 animators and just writers, or artists, just working on this season in the show. I want to credit all of you guys for busting your ass on this show, and I know I could speak for everybody out there. You guys hopefully are going to do an amazing job. I'm so excited to see your product and how it is going to finish up. You guys have done a really, really great job. Bones has done an amazing past 2 seasons, and I cannot wait to see how it ends. So excited for next Wednesday, October 5th. Mob Psycho is back. I cannot wait. But the very last thing, because we've been going on for almost 2.5 hours. That was way more than I originally wanted to go on for, because I still have to edit. The very last one, that is My Hero. Guys, we have made it. And for those that have stuck along, like that have stayed on this ride with me ever since the beginning with this show, I really want to thank you. I want to thank, like, not even only just like all of you guys, but I just want to thank all. I want to thank Bones. I want to thank Bones. I want to thank Horikoshi. I want to thank everybody that has made this show what it is from the beginning of this show, and just to get to this point. I just can't believe we finally made it. We're just days away. We're days away from season 6. We're days away from the war. And just looking at this now, and just looking at what is going to be, hopefully, because like I want to cross my fingers, but I just know in my heart that Bones is going to knock it out of the park with this. And you could probably say like, in the trailers and everything, it doesn't look that good. The trailers look good. It's just that they're not going to show their most prized possession animation in the trailer. They're going to save that for the series to show you guys, or the season to show you guys. Because, I mean, that's what they're going to have everybody tune in for. I'm so excited for multiple things that are hopefully going to be shown in here. I've already talked about a lot of what I am looking forward to, like the fight between Deku and Shigaraki, as that. Other possible matchups in here. Dabi possibly being Toya. In my prediction, he is. And what, honestly, he's probably going to do in here. I've talked all about that in my most recent My Hero video, which was the trailer reaction I did probably 3 months ago, back in June. And So excited, man. So excited. And yeah, it really also, because I know the war arc is going to be a long arc. It's going to be a really, really long arc. And I'm really curious if they are going to show anything else other than the war, like anything after, maybe in the last couple episodes. I'm praying that we see the vigilante look to Deku at least in the final shot of the season. If I can at least see that animated once, that would be great. But I don't really know. There's so many things I'm looking forward to in this season. So many things that I know are just going to be unexpected. Just a lot of things. Like I said, who I think is going to die, I think it could be just any of the heroes. Any of the villains. I could just really see any of the core team leaders dying. That's who I could really see, because I really can't put it down to like, oh, a couple specific people. Do I think any of the kids are dying? No, I don't think any of them are going to die. If any of them do die, I'm going to cry my effing eyes out. But things that I would like to see in this arc, which I know they're going to need all hands on deck. I mean, they're pulling everybody in here. They're not even pulling only like classes A and B. Like, they're pulling everybody in here because it's war at the end of the day. So I don't think it is going to happen, but I would love to see it happen. I would really love to see Shinso in the war. I mean, honestly, he could be in it, but I don't really know, because I think he had to wait till like the next term or something in order to be into class 1A or something, because I think that's what they said, or they didn't specify like, oh, if he was going to be an A or B, but no matter what, he was going to be in the hero program, I think, starting in the next term in school. But do I want Shinso to be somewhere in this war? Yes. Do I think it is going to happen? I'm not sure, but I would love to see Shinso. He has one hell of a quirk. He can use him, or they could use him a lot in this thing, and like with whatever else that they were dealing with besides Shigaraki, because that is all Deku and Endeavor, and who else is ever going to try to take him out? Because anybody else, you need to get the hell out of the way. You need to get the hell out of like at least 100 feet from this dude, because we've seen in season 5, he levels buildings. He levels blocks. Like, you cannot be at least close to like 50 to 100 feet within this dude, because just we don't know what more he is capable of. We've seen a little bit, but just now with him getting the power of All for One, like, I don't know what else he's going to be capable of. We know that he does not care about pain. He does not. He doesn't care about his body. He doesn't care about anything. He will break off his whole freaking arm and fingers and anything else that he will have to do in order to inflict pain and destruction and whatever else that he needs to get done and that he wants to do. So, very, very excited to see Shigaraki. This is the Shigaraki that I have been wanting to see. This character development with him for so many seasons has finally reached its breaking point. I cannot wait to see it happen. I just cannot wait, man. I know I was singing the other day, and somebody actually asked me, like, oh, you have everybody in here. You have Tamaki. You have everybody really in here. There's really one person. There's one specific person missing, and he just happens to be my favorite character in the show. If you guys know who I'm talking about, he's part of the big 3, and it is Lemillion. Now, if for some, by the grace of God, because we do know that Shigaraki has possession of the bullets. We know he does. I don't know where they're going to factor in here. I don't know where they're keeping him. I have no idea. Maybe they're keeping him with the doctor. I don't know. Or maybe they're back at the headquarters. I'm not sure. But the fact of the matter is, if you are going to have a war, this size of a war, and not try to bring back Lemillion and try to inject him with that serum to bring his quirk back, that is such a missed opportunity. If Lemillion somehow, someway comes back, I will wreak havoc in this bitch. I really will. You will see me honestly probably cry my eyes out. You will see me react to something that I don't even think you guys have ever seen before. If that actually happens, where he comes back, I don't even know how I will react. I'm telling you guys this right now. I do not know how I will react. Like, I want Lemillion to come back so much, and that knowing that we only have a couple more seasons left of this, more than likely we have probably this and probably maybe like honestly 2 more seasons, and maybe they're going to be done. I'm not really sure, but we do know that they're finishing off the last arc in the manga. They've been finishing it up. It's just long as hell. But no, I think, like, realistically, down in my heart, I think that they are going to bring back Lemillion. I think this right here, at least, is the right time. You're not going to have this character. You're not going to have everybody else be in this war and not try to bring him back at all. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. But if I am the writer, I'm going to try to bring back, like what is it, UA's top prospect. I'm going to try to bring him back. So, and if I'm either Deku or anybody else in Class 1A, or if I'm any one of the top 10 heroes, I'm going to try to, at least, because we do know that their main mission, stop Shigaraki at all costs. We know that. But it's also the other mission for them to retrieve the bullets. That is also their other mission, because that is what they also tried to do when not even only rescuing Eri, that they tried to do. They tried to do back in the raid on the Hasaikai. They tried to get the bullets, but then we found that they found out that the League had possession of them. But no, I'm praying to God that they bring him back. It would be such a missed opportunity. And any other characters that I would really love to get shine, I want to see Ida get shine. I want to see Kirishima get shine. I want to see characters that we haven't had in so long, because Ida has not been relevant since Season 2. I want to see... They have him on the opening poster right here, because I just looked at him in the middle. They have Kaminari in the middle. Still, I don't know, and I don't think that the traitor will be revealed. Kaminari is in my top 3, or at least top 3, top 2. I know him and Hagakure are the top people I have as the traitor. I don't know why, and then again, the traitor is going to be unexpected anyway. We do know that they have already revealed the traitor, and I'm not trying to be spoiled whatsoever, but they have Kaminari in here, and that's curious. That's really interesting, so I don't really know. But another person that I definitely want to see get shine is Tokyo-Yami, and I think someone also did say that, like, oh, Tokyo-Yami is definitely going to get some shine. Mirko's going to get some shine. A lot of these characters are going to get some shine that they haven't been shown at all. Like, you've seen them in the show, but this is the arc where they actually get to do something. This is the arc where they really get to tear shit up, and I am so excited for it. The stream has been going on for 2.5 hours, and yeah, way more long than I originally wanted. And yeah, I know a lot of you guys have come in for this stream. I want to thank all you guys for just checking in. This was just going to be a simple kind of chill stream, and just really to talk about everything this year. This year has been really incredible for the channel, and I want to thank all you guys, because you are the guys that make me want, that you guys are the ones that make me drive to get these videos out and just to do this content, and just really just spark my love for anime even more, and just for me to do these videos in general. Like, I really love it. And man, October is here. We are finally here, and I cannot wait. We have My Hero this week, Spy Family this week, we have Mob Psycho next week, and then 2 weeks from now we have Chainsaw. And then right after the fall, it's not stopping, as we have one hell of a winter, as also Tokyo Avengers will be coming back. Possibility of also Assassination Classroom will be starting, hopefully, if I'm able to squeeze it in, more than likely, because I wasn't sure on how long Chainsaw Man was going to be going on for episode-wise, and we found out that it was 12, so I will possibly be able to squeeze in Assassination Classroom. So that will be the winter. Spring, I am predicting right now 2 animes. Right now, right off the bat, JJK and Demon Slayer. If they are able to pull these 2 off, I cannot wait. More than likely, I do think that maybe JJK will be able to come out in the spring. Yeah, I think JJK has more of a possibility to come out in the spring, maybe rather than Demon Slayer. I don't really know. It depends on whichever one comes out first. Then we have One Punch. We have also the return of Fire Force, and I'm so excited. You talk about the last season, and Fire Force is coming back. I've been waiting for that show. I've been waiting for the manga to finish up, so they have been able to announce a season 3. And if you guys remember from that last episode of season 2, because we were, I guess, the only ones to spot that Soul Eater reference. I don't know what they're going to do and how it's going to connect, but I am so excited to see what the hell he has in store. I cannot wait to see how Fire Force Season 3 ends. Cannot wait to see Shinra back. I have his pop right on the top of my PC up here. So excited, man. We have Dr. Stone next year. Guys, we've got to the point where anime is going to be in its fucking peak for the next, 6 months. 6 months. This is where it starts right now. And not even only for the anime that we've already watched, but so much more anime that we are going to eventually check out. Like how Key Super was saying earlier, that I will and I want to do Classroom of the Elite. I want to do that. I want to do other animes that are that had a big following out there. It's just scheduling. It's really scheduling. I want to do it. It's not necessarily saying I don't want to do it. It's just scheduling. And how I usually like to do my scheduling is that before a new season comes out, that is the perfect time, at least to me, to do it. Kind of what I'm doing with Tokyo Revengers right now. I was able to squeeze it in right before the next season is going to come out so everybody can get excited. So hopefully if I can maybe do that with Classroom of the Elite, I definitely would love to do that. So I just have so much left, and hope to God I can please all you guys and just honestly just keep up with everything. Not even only with reactions as well. I would hopefully like to start, as the channel hopefully maybe gets a bigger following, I love to do more kind of diverse content as well. Like I said, I love to stream. I love to stream as well. I was maybe also thinking about a couple more maybe watch-alongs maybe in the future, possibly some anime movies as well. I know you guys could probably think about a lot of anime movies that are out there. I already have kind of maybe a couple on my mind that I could possibly do. And there's just a lot more. We do know that I'm going to try to hopefully maybe do some more shorts. I do have a couple more ideas with that. We do know that, at least for YouTubers, shorts are going to be monetized starting next year, so that's going to be great. But I like to do shorts if I could get more creative with it, and just if I have time, I'll definitely like to do them more. Just I really want to be able to do more for this channel, and as the core content that's going to be coming out, that obviously will be the core reactions that will be coming out for the next couple months as we build up. I definitely want us to just try to do more. Want to try to not even only diverse the content, but just really get better, try new things out for the content, little subtle changes that are just gonna just bring up the reaction even more, and just really just overall the video in general. So very excited to see just everything in the future. I'm so excited that we have finally got to this point. It has been a long year, and it has been for the better. I want to thank you guys for just everything on this ride, and just basically supporting me, supporting the channel, supporting just everything. I've loved the reception that I have gotten ever since, at least for the last year that I have been starting to do YouTube by myself. I've enjoyed, and I've really loved the reception that you guys have given me with how I am as not even only a reactor, but just somebody that enjoys anime and just seeing it for the first time. I love everything that you guys really show to me, and I really do love how just really talkative that I am with some of the people in the comments, and just with some people telling me certain stuff that honestly helps the channel out. I really loved when you guys tell me about certain animes, why it looks different and everything. Even I loved when one of the subscribers helped me out with that one thing with One Punch, and it was saying oh, I had a problem with the motion blur. It was very irritating, and it was oh, you're watching the TV version. Oh, you could try to watch the Blu-ray version because that has no motion blur. And if it wasn't for that subscriber, I just would have had to continue watching it with motion blur. And I just want to say that you guys really do help out this channel a lot. If it wasn't for you guys and just giving me the drive and motivation that I need to do this, then I don't really know where I'd get that real drive from. Especially everything that I was doing last year with all the stress and just everything. It wasn't really that bad, but just like I'm really in a better headspace now, and it's great. It's absolutely great, and I just cannot thank you guys enough. I love all the support that you guys give me on all these videos, and I really, really do mean that. It really means a lot. And I love that we are finally here in this moment to check out all this amazing content. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to bring it to you guys. My voice is gone. I've been talking for so long for the last almost 3 hours, but I just want to say thank you guys. Let me bring it back to the main one real quick. Thank you guys for watching this stream, checking this one out, coming in from time to time. Thank you for everything that you guys do on this channel. And yeah, I think starting in the next, I think tomorrow, and then eventually, because what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. The next 2 days will be Tokyo Revenger episodes, and then Saturday will be My Hero. I have something very special coming in the beginning of the episode with My Hero. Thank you. I will definitely rest my voice, John. I definitely will. Yeah, I cannot believe we've gotten to this point. That's really all I could say. Thank you guys for checking out this live, and pray that you guys check out all the future content. Please support me on the channel, and just thank you. That's really all it. But I will rest my voice, and I have to go edit and make sure you guys get that Tokyo Revengers video out for tomorrow. But thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Once again, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below on this video. And as always, my name is OMZY. I am out. Thank you guys for watching the stream.